Hi and welcome back to Total 180. My name is Daniel Edwards, owner and founder, and today is a very special episode because it's 2 episodes in one. It's an entrepreneurial feature and a style feature. So today we have Caribbean excellence in our presence. We have a man whose dream began on the veranda of his mother's house. He's a former student of the St. Andrew Technical High School, and his dream that began on a veranda in 1992 with 1 employee is now housed in a 10,000 square foot facility with 25 employees that boasts a designer's lounge, a factory, and an outlet store. Ladies and gentlemen, Caribbean designer with the right last name, Bill Edwards.
How you do?
With a last name like that, you were destined for greatness, sir. It was written in the stars. So, welcome to the show.
Thanks.
We want to hear about your journey and the highlights on this journey to stardom in fashion.
All right, so pretty much my journey started from I was going to primary school, and that was Shortwood practice in Grand Spen area, Shortwood. Pretty much at the age of 10, I can recall I was coming from school one evening and I saw a tailor shop. Just hearing the sound of the machine, I was fascinated. And I stopped at the tailor shop and I just stand up at the door and was watching the guys sewing. I think it was about 3 or 4 of them in there at the time. I was watching them sewing and I was just fascinated. I made it my point of duty every evening when I leave school. I would stop by the tailor shop.
Okay.
Until one evening, the owner asked me if I like sewing, and I told him yes. And he said I could come in the evenings and pretty much start watching them sew. There was this love from that time for me of fashion. Even at that young age, at the age of 10, there was this love of the fashion for me. So I started going there in the evening pretty much like an apprentice, cleaning out the store, doing the odd jobs as boys at my age, 10 years old, would do. But where it really happens for me is that it was coming on to summer holiday and we get that 2-month break. And I asked my mom if I could go there full time and she was very excited for me, and I went there pretty much as a full apprentice, buying the guys lunch and sweeping out the shop and just doing the odd job. Within that 2-month period, one day I asked the guy if I could make a little thing for my sister's daughter who was going to a function.
So at this point, you have not done any sewing yet?
Absolutely
You're just
not.
cleaning up?
None. I'm just
and
cleaning up and
observing.
watching and doing the odd job, like pressing and doing pants foot. You call that maybe alteration at the time. For me, I think it's my inner talent was showing at that time because I wasn't exposed to any form of sewing. I asked him if I could make the thing, and he said, it was a joke. He said, you come here sweeping up the place where you know about sewing. So I asked him, just give me a chance, and I made a thing. Everybody was like, surprised. They have never seen anybody, right? Much less
So what was it? Well, what was the thing you made? What was the thing you made?
It was a knickers.
Knickers.
It was one of those short knickers with a string in the foot and
so
stuff.
Was it lopsided, like one part is longer than the other one?
No, it was made well. It was made well. It was made well, and that's when they started taking me serious because what the guy did know, because remember I was 10.
Right.
So what he did know, he called my mother and he told my mother distinctly that I have talent. He has never seen this before. That's when I started taking it very serious. You understand? She bought me a little machine. And I put it on her veranda, and I start, from the tailor shop to my home. I started taking in work, and I was sewing for like guys in the neighborhood, and that's pretty much how Bill Edwards started.
All right, so basically, I'm getting 2 things out of this, right? I've always believed that one of the things that are lacking in Jamaica is apprenticeships. I feel that's the way to become a master. So you identify a master in the field that you want to be a part of, and then you become the apprentice. That's one of the things that's missing. We need more apprenticeship in Jamaica. And then your mother identified that you had a talent, and then she nourished it. She helped to facilitate you getting into what you wanted to do. So those are 2 of the things that are important.
Definitely.
So instead of forcing your child to do what you had mapped out for the child, if the child has something that they're interested in, you nourish it and allow them to flourish.
Definitely.
All right, Bill. So you left high school now. What's next?
All right. So when I graduated from St. Andrew Technical, right? And that was somewhere about 1981, 82. I stopped sewing for a while, and I started working at Teddy's Auto Supplies as a salesman. Yeah, I wanted to go out, right?
Something different.
Yeah, I just wanted something different. You understand? But I was still successful at that because within the first year, I got Salesman of the Year award.
Really?
Yes, I was still successful. A couple of years after that, I realized that I couldn't leave sewing. So I started back sewing full time because during that time I was still like doing things on the side and stuff. But then I started back sewing full time, and then I opened Bill Edwards. I think it was Silences Boutique at the time. Silences, yeah. And the tagline was Ikki, I-K-K-I, the clothes that leaves the mark on you.
Oh.
Right. So I opened that store with my ex-wife at the time.
Oh.
Right. And I was sewing under that label. And until 1992 somewhere, I started the Bill Edwards clothing company brand and started branding Bill Edwards as the brand for that label.
Tell me about the benefits of going into manufacturing.
Well, manufacturing, right, on a whole, as a designer, every designer wants to manufacture.
Okay.
Yeah.
How challenging is that in this economy?
It is challenging, but at the same time, it's worthwhile. Because don't make sense. You're coming out with a collection and you're not manufacturing the collection, because that's what the business is about, being a designer. You come out with collection for seasons and then you manufacture it. You understand? You manufacture it and then you try to get it out. Get it out at stores. You understand? Some of the medium that you can use trade shows. You understand? You can use fashion shows. You understand? So I do a lot of trade shows. I do trade shows the world over. That's how
Where do these trade shows?
Well, I do the largest trade show in North America is Magic International in Las Vegas.
Okay.
You understand?
So you go to the Magic?
I go to all of these shows.
Wow.
I get awards at these shows. I go to, we do a lot of magics. We do surf show. We do we used to have a show in the Caribbean. I think that one is done with now. Is what we call the Caribbean Gift and Craft Show. We have the Grenada Showcase. We have quite a few shows. Being a designer is like you're on tour. You find out where all the major shows are, and you put up shop, so to speak. So for me, my competitors are international brands.
Okay, so your presence is not local, not so much local as it is as opposed to your exporting.
Well, we are local also.
You're local.
We are local, but I would say my competition, my competitors, because you don't have a lot of designers in Jamaica that manufacturing on the level that I'm manufacturing on. You understand?
Based on the facility here.
Right.
Yeah.
So I would say my competitors are international brands. So if I'm selling the store, I'm competing against the major international brands, because they're the ones when I go to trade shows I have to compete against, if you understand what I mean. So you don't have any designers in Jamaica who manufacture on this level.
Where you're exporting.
Right, and have a presence in the stores.
So where are your export markets?
We're most in the region. You understand? And we're in like US and British Virgin Island, but most in the Caribbean.
Okay, so let's talk about the actual fashion now. What are some of the signature elements of Bill Edwards clothing line?
Well, our clothing line is, first and foremost, we are known. Bill Edwards may be the only fashion house, you understand, in the Caribbean or the world that manufactures Italian, 100% Italian linen in different prints.
So this is what I have on right now?
That's what you're wearing now. So we offer the widest range of prints, the widest range of solids. You understand? The widest range of novelties in linen. Anything that you have in cotton, I can replicate it in linen.
So linen is your thing.
That's my thing. But now we have taken on more in terms of we are offering cotton now. So I would say our line now is 75-25. So we are known for linen.
Would you say you're more of a resort wear line?
I don't want to.
When I think of linen, I think of relaxed,
No, I don't want to put myself in that box as a resort line, because I would say Bill Edwards is a casual line.
Casual line.
Yes.
Okay.
So as the labels depicts, it says Bill Edwards casual wear. So it's not dress shirts.
Okay.
That's the one that you wear with ties.
Right.
As you can see, what we do is a casual clothing line. Yeah. And it can be worn elegantly. So you can dress it up and you can dress it down, but it's not formal wear.
Well, I do feel upgraded right now. I feel upgraded. I feel rich in this clothing. All right, so it's a linen, casual. So how did you, where is your biggest export market?
I would say...
Or territory, I should say.
I would say Barbados and US Virgin Islands.
So you did your trade shows, and that's how
I get...
You get infiltrate, and then now you start, you make the deals and you send it in.
Right, because you have to do trade shows when you're manufacturing on the level that I'm manufacturing. You have to do trade shows. I employ a lot of workers. You have to do trade shows because that trade show is the gateway to export. All
right, let's talk about the design element of it now. How instrumental are you in the actual designing of the line? Do you get help or do you do everything yourself?
All right. When I started out first, it was all Bill Edwards. We have grown. So we have a team now. So the team consists of maybe 3 or 4 designers. We have a stylist. We have, maybe 4 of us. But again, I'm the HNIC. I'm the guy that...
He's the HNIC?
Yes. I'm the guy that where the buck stops. But if you're designing as a team, then we throw out ideas. You understand? Ideas is always coming in. They will say to me, boss, what do you think of this? And I can shave it up or shave it down. So we have a close-knitted family inside here that we work together. So, I'm not taking all the props, but then the buck stops with Bill Edwards.
Have you ever gotten a design from the team or you ever was out a design and the team was like, Bill, what the hell is that?
Yeah, of course. A lot of times. I'm a guy that when I believe in something, they can't change the mindset.
Okay.
And quite a few times, I do something and they're like, no, Mr. Edwards, no. And I said, leave it to me. Just be patient, guys. Wait until we put it on the form. When we put it on the form, then I want all of you to criticize. And don't criticize because I don't like a yes person.
Right.
I like them, everybody's objective. I like everybody to have their own.
That's how you achieve greatness.
Yes.
Right.
So I said, it's all right, guys. Just leave me on this one. When it finished, let's put it on the form. And I can tell you, Daniel, 99.99% of the times when it's on the form, boss, I never see it.
Sell off?
Yeah, I never see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me about the facility now. So I saw this huge factory. So you say you have 25 staff.
Full time.
So you don't sew anymore now?
No.
You're outgrow that now. You pay your dues.
Yeah, I've paid my dues. I don't sew anymore. My thing right now is just to run the company. I'm the CEO and the designer. I'm a creative director of Bill Edwards Clothing Company. So what you have seen here, we acquired, I think, about 12 years ago. So this was my dream where we would have the complex. And under the complex, we would have our showroom, our factory, and I've incorporated the designer's boutique.
And in the bar, for drunk coffee.
Well, it's a designer's lounge. Yeah, it's not the bar.
Designer's lounge.
Yeah, it's a lounge. You understand? We do a lot of activities. Yeah, so when we're previewing designs, we use a lounge.
Yeah, man.
Lounge. That's what it is.
All right. So, Bill, what advice do you have for local fashion designers?
I would say stay true to your craft. Follow your dreams, follow your aspiration. But one thing that they have to realize also is that avant-garde has its place in fashion, but sometimes simplicity is always best. Meaning that you can start your clothing line simple, because you have 10 guys will wear a shirt when one would wear an avant-garde piece. So we're not saying that you can't do your avant-garde pieces.
The high fashion.
Your high fashion.
Type of stuff.
Right.
Okay.
But sometimes you have to start simple. Follow your dreams.
So keep it simple. What would you say about the importance of branding and building your brand?
Building your brand is
or some branding tips you have?
It's very important because your brand is you. You understand? And I've been building this Bill Edwards brand for how long, and we still don't reach the pinnacle of it as yet. So you want to know that in business, you're honest. Honesty is very important. You deliver, right? You don't want to take people's money and you don't deliver the product, right? So basically you have to be honest in your business. That is part of your brand also. You understand? Your quality.
So there you have it, the journey of Bill Edwards, one of the Caribbean's leading designers and entrepreneurs, on our style feature. So thank you for having us, Bill.
Pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Remember to subscribe to our Total 180 YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. And remember, nothing changes if nothing changes. You're welcome.